Former head of state, General Abdulsalam, said 6 million Nigerians are with ammunition. What's your own opinion about it, sir?
The question is that how do they get it when they are civilians? That's the work of this all banditry unrest in the country. You see Lagos now. You saw a lot of them now. What I think that the people or all our security agencies, they should try to mobilize themselves to rap with the people. They will give them information, and they can, if they give them information, and they keep the information with themselves. If at all, if there is any ammunition with any civilian, they will know, and they will know how it get to them.
Well, for a Major General Abubakar to make a kind of statements, I believe you know what he's talking about. And moreover, for a civilians to have access to live ammunition, it shows our lackness in the area of security. Because when we talk about arms, I believe an average Nigerian that is not in line into a security operative don't really need a live ammunition. Don't really need it. So I believe for him to be giving that kind of statement, you know truly what he's talking about, because having an access to that kind of ammunition, that means the average Nigerian are not safe, and it shows the lackness of the federal government, the states, even an individual too in our area. We show the lackness in the area of security. I will digress a little, because the one that I witnessed over the years is some statements from the angle of some governors that said some X-men are eligible to carry arms to defend themselves. Meaning, at least for him to utter that kind of statement, I will ask the question: Is all these Fulani X-men, the area of their rearing of their cow, is it owned by government or individual? If it is owned by government, okay, maybe government have to defend them. But if it's owned by individual, because I believe is a business. But if it's owned by an individual, that means you are restricted from some certain weapons to use. But for a governor to now be giving that kind of statement that the reason why they carry arms is to defend themselves, that means he's giving them the access for them to have the arms. And then the question is, how did they get the arms? So if they cannot answer that kind of question, that means an average Nigerian to at least look for alternative. And I believe some states, I don't know the state. I read it in social media, but some states are manufacturing local arms. So for them to now manufacture a local arms, that means they can use it illegally too. So I believe government are not playing their role. The states too are not playing their role in the area of security. Even the states that they are governing on, the civilians, the citizens, are not even playing their own role too. So everybody has a lot of roles to play in the area of security, and it's really affecting us. It's really affecting economy presently. So we all need to work together to secure ourselves.
If 6 million civilians should have ammunition, I believe, let's say the politicians, maybe because they work for the politicians, I believe, after working for the politicians, they refuse to receive the ammunition back. That's why everybody is with gun. Are you getting me? And that's what I believe. Because I can't see the reason why 6 million should be with ammunition, civilians, not military. Even I believe in Nigerian militaries, not all of them have ammunition. Are you getting me? That's my
And what do you
You know, the why the arms is with a civilian. Number one, in fact, for my own thinking, is from all those big men. You know, because there's when there's no work, and somebody comes and come help me do this work, and I will give you so amount. At least when you look that there's no work, and when you look you have a family, you will say, okay, let me do it. You understand? And the reason that many arms in the civilian in the streets now is due to the time that they have a SARS issue. You know, many boys use annoyance to enter different area to get the arms, and it's not easy to refund it back for them. That is what I think. That is all.
So what do you now think government should do in taking back those ammunition from them?
You know, government to please them to call them, because the only thing the government can take the arms back, government should settle youth and create job for them. When you have what you are doing, what is your concern to have ammunition to go and rob all those things? But when they have what they are doing, at least everything will be submitted to the government.
Yes, sir. My advice to Mr. President, Mr. Muhammadu Buhari, totally, Buhari don't fail this country. When Buhari came 2015, you promised people many things. You say you can do them for this country. You know, do it. Like fuel, you say support fuel is 40 naira, and Kanazir like a free. You say it's a act to youth, to federal government to give food to poor people, but you know, do it. This ammunition of Abdulsalam talk. I want to give you an example now. I came from North. So when you do 19 states from North, control the governors, almost 13 governors controlled by Fulani. 13 governors in North controlled by Fulani. That's why Fulani people don't get power through Buhari. Don't cut it. Send this message to him. Yeah, Fulani people don't get power through Buhari. When Buhari never entered this government, Fulani no get power. I never hear say Fulani come social media that talk, that challenge people. During Buhari take over for this government, Fulani don't get power. And then the border, he say he don't close border. How this ammunition enter Nigeria? That is the question. He stop price, he stop many things. He say he don't close border. How this thing enter this Nigeria? Ammunition enter this Nigeria? That is the question. All the leaders, now they support this country. Especially Buhari. That is the number one. If you see crashes, people die from 2015 and 2021. When you calculate people die, and during administration of Jonathan, Mr. President Jonathan, you can say Buhari, you don't hide.
So what do you now think governments can do now to take back those ammunition from the civilians?
The first one government can take. My advice is that employ youth. If you employ youth, work, everybody can get work. This ammunition, people can submit to government. But if you don't do like that, now because of hungry, if I know chop, I will think bad thing. I will think bad thing, I will do it. Because I will get something I like. But if I chop, I believe food, I know if you think bad thing. You understand? So, well, all these things, government employ youth, security,